War leaves many scars, but some are invisible. This is a story of Nabari and others like her. Nabari lived in northern Uganda, in a village that had known years of displacement. She and her husband had fled attacks when she was pregnant with her first child. The camps became their home. Life there was harsh, crowded, tense, little food, and the constant fear of violence. Nabari's husband worked tirelessly, but the insecurity was too much. One night, sickness took him. She was left alone, pregnant, without a home, and unsure how to survive. Her unborn child a silent witness to her despair. When families returned to their lands after the war, Nabari's home was no longer hers. Relatives claimed it, the crops she had planted were gone. The small hut that had sheltered her husband was just a memory. She had nothing except the child she carried in a small patch of borrowed land. Her newborn, quiet and fragile, mirrored her mother's uncertainty. Days passed, hunger visited often. Loneliness was a constant companion. Her neighbors whispered, "She is too young to be alone, she will not last." Amina's children often looked away, their small faces etched with hunger. Grace's child, confused, clung silently to her mother. But hope had not completely left her. One day, OVHF's outreach team arrived in her community. They were there to check on maternal and child health, but they did more, they listened. They spoke with Nabari about her pregnancy, her loss, and her dreams. She cried, but also laughed a little because someone finally understood. Her child, sensing her mother's relief, began to stir with curiosity. OVHF provided her with prenatal care. They gave her food supplements, and once her baby was born, they helped her enroll in a widow's cooperative. Amina saw her children's eyes light up at the sight of food. Grace's child, for the first time, smiled at a kind face. There, Nabari learned how to farm efficiently, save money, and access markets for her produce. She met women who had experienced similar losses and began to rebuild not just her farm but her life. Her child, now well-fed, giggled as she worked. Months later, her small plot produced enough to feed her child and sell some at the market. The cooperative gave her a sense of belonging. Her baby thrived. Amina's children played joyfully, their laughter echoing through the village. Grace's child ran free, full of newfound confidence, and at the bustling market, their faces glowed with pure joy, seeing their mother succeed. Nabari later said, "War took my husband. Poverty almost took my future. OVHF gave it back." Through support, knowledge, and community, Nabari transformed fear into strength. Her story is a reminder, widowhood is not the end of life. With guidance, dignity, and opportunity, it can be a new beginning. Not just for the mothers, but for their children, whose futures shine brighter. OVHF's work is not just about food or farming or medical care. It is about restoring hope, one widow at a time. Because when a widow rises, she